that meme is me looking at Drake. It's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got them attending your wake. Hey, how the game?
That was hard. Okay. Hey yo, kamusta? Welcome back to another reaction video in our channel, my beautiful people. I hope you guys read the post that I put up. I'm gonna be covering more different types of music, apart from the regular music that we usually do. We cover a lot of Filipino artists over here in our channel because I'm in love with them. But I have a love for words, right? I love hip-hop a lot, so I'm gonna be adding hip-hop a little bit more to the mix, starting from today. So I figured, in the spirit of the competitive nature of hip-hop, I wanted to cover like an ongoing beef that's going on right now, between the big three, Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick. It all started with this track, this particular track, right? I mean, this sequences started with this track, but it's ongoing. It's all going. I'm guessing they all respect each other, but like there's like this competitive nature over there. So the name of the track is called First Person Shooter. It's from Drake's album, and it's featuring J. Cole. All right, this will be the first song that we'll be breaking down today. The first track that we'll be covering today. I don't know, you guys. I don't know if you're gonna enjoy it, but I'm gonna show you what I do. All right, let's get into it.
First person shooter mode. We turning your son to a funeral. To them niggas that say they don't office, you better be talking about working in cubicles. Yeah, them boys had a lot, but I knew the code.
Already, okay. All right. The thing about something about office like is an office, but then it sounded like office, and then he said something about cubicles. I want to hear that again.
First person shooter mode. We turning your son to a funeral. To them niggas that say they don't office, you better be talking about working in cubicles. Yeah, them boys had a lot, but I knew
I was right. For the people who were trying to like office, but the way he says it is office. You know, OFFICE. You know, when you're talking about office, you better be talking about cubicles, not actually killing us, because it's not gonna work out for you. That's the energy. Like, I get it.
Better be talking about working in cubicles. Yeah, them boys had a lot, but I knew the code. A lot of niggas debating my numero. Not the 3, not the 2, I'm the UNO. Yeah.
Not the 3, not the 2, but the UNO. Like, people are debating their position, right? Like, are they great or whatever, but they're debating about the number 1 spot, not the number 3 number 2. They're debating about the numeral 1, UNO. And you know, he's right. So far, he's right.
My numero, not the 3, not the 2. On the
also, you added locked, but add the code. Simple lock bars.
Not the 3, not the 2. On the UNO. Yeah. Numero UNO. Me and Drizzy, this shit like the Super Bowl. Man, this shit done it big as the. Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's just two guys playing.
Okay, listen. The thing I find funny about the Super Bowl shit, I'll tell you why I think it's funny, right? As big as the Super Bowl is pretty big, right? But it's comparatively very small compared to the, you know, the World Cup football, right? World Cup cricket. It's not even close. Like cricket World Cup and football World Cup is like massive, like super massive, and the Super Bowl is not that big compared to it. That's why I found it funny. As big as the Super Bowl, but I get it. They're trying to appeal to the American audience, which is that bar will actually settle in well there. I get it.
Big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's just two guys playing shit that they did in the studio. Niggas usually send their verses back to me and they be terrible, just like a 2-year-old. I love a dinner with some fine women when they start to.
Okay, terrible twos. Simple shit.
Back to me and they be terrible, just like a 2-year-old. I love a dinner with some fine women. When they start debating about who the GOAT, I'm like, go ahead, say it then. Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who you bitches really rooting for? Like a kid that had bad from January to November, nigga, it's just you and Cole. Biggest what? Biggest
Gotta hear that again.
kid that had bad from January to November, nigga, it's just you and Cole. Biggest what?
Okay, January to November is just you and Cole, C-O-L-E, J. Cole, C-O-A-L, like Cole. Also, January to November, December is the holiday season, the cold season, so they take a break. Also, it's cold, cold. You get it. So it's just wordplay, simple wordplay. Simple shit. So far, it's all simple shit.
Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Big as the Super Bowl.
Niggas so thirsty to put me in beef. Dissecting my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock cause I love the mystique. I still wanna.
Okay. I gotta hear that again. That was so good. People so thirsty to put me in beef, dissecting my words and start looking too deep. Okay. And then he says something about sucking his teeth. That's sucking your teeth, right?
Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Big as the Super Bowl.
Niggas so thirsty to put me in beef. Dissecting my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock cause I love the mystique. I still wanna give me a song with YB. Can't trust everything that you saw on IG. Just
Okay, so I actually initially when this song dropped, I thought before the song dropped, I thought him and YB, that's Young Boy, right? They had some type of beef going on right there because like YB was calling J. Cole out on Instagram and shit, so there was a lot of like nonsense going on over there. I thought J. Cole had a problem with YB. It seems like he's addressing it over here, and I love it when he says like he looks at the tweets trying to put him in beef, and he just starts sucking his teeth and he's letting it rock because he loves the mystique. Basically, is to keep people curious. He doesn't really say anything. He doesn't want to address it because it doesn't really bother him. But he loves that mystery that's going on with the hip hop fans, with the hip hop culture, where people they're constantly seeking this competitive nature of it. Hip hop is and will always be competitive. It's one of the core aspects of hip hop music in general, right? So I love it when he says like, "I'm just sucking my teeth. I'm just letting it rock. I'm letting people talk about it because I love the mystique." Like I love that. I love that.
cause I love the mystique. I still wanna give me a song with YB. Can't trust everything that you saw on IG. Just know if I diss you, I make sure you know that I hit you like I'm on your caller ID. I'm naming the album to fall off. It's pretty ironic cause
Okay, you're saying like just know if I diss you, I'd make sure you know that I hit you, like I'm on your caller ID. Like when somebody calls, and the caller ID will tell you exactly, you know, it'll show you exactly who's calling you, you know. So he's saying like, I'm not into sneak dissing. If I hit you, if I diss you, you'll know it's me. That's dissing you, and I'm the one talking to you. So that's the whole caller ID reference.
I'm on your caller ID. I'm naming the album to fall off. It's pretty ironic cause it ain't no fall off for me. Still in this bitch getting bigger. They waiting on the kid to come drop like a father to be. Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it
Bro, still in this bitch getting bigger. All right, basically he's talking about hip hop, and he's getting bigger in hip hop, and also still in this bitch literally, like he's talking about, you know, sexual intercourse with a woman. You get bigger, still in this bitch getting bigger. They're waiting on the kid to come. You know, you get pregnant, you have a kid, and then drop like a father to be. Then that's the whole like. The pregnancy and having a kid scheme, along with him being in hip hop, getting bigger and bigger every day, and then waiting on the kid to come. You can take it in two different ways. You can the product from J. Cole, the kid could be the album, or he could be like referring to himself as the kid as well, because waiting for the kid to come is like a cool way, like of saying that people are waiting on him. So like there's a cool double there. You can stretch it and get a triple, but I don't think it's needed. That was a cool bar. I love that.
kid to come drop like a father to be. Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K Dot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big three like we started a league, but right now I feel like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, Muhammad Ali, the one that they call when they shit ain't connecting no more. Feel like I got a job in IT. Rhyming with me is the biggest mistake. The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake.
Bruh. I'm the one that people call when their shit's not connecting, like I got a job in IT. Like, you know, when they're unable to connect to the audience, or, you know, when they're unable to reach to a specific mass of people or a specific audience, he's the one that they call. So, you know, their records can connect to people or gets more reach, right? And also people work in IT that, you know, like they connect shit. They make shit work, like, you know, connecting wires or whatever. Like I got a job in IT, like that's a cool double. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat.
But right now I feel like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, Muhammad Ali, the one that they call when they shit ain't connecting no more. Feel like I got a job in IT. Rhyming with me is the biggest mistake. The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. It's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got them
Okay. Rhyming with me is like a biggest mistake. I mean, it could the next line addresses what I thought would be an issue, because like he's on a Drake track and like Drake is rapping with him, so rhyming with him, right? Rhyming with me is the biggest mistake, and then he says like the Spider-Man meme. There's like 3 Spider-Man standing, pointing at each other, looking at each other. The Spider-Man meme is just me looking at Drake, so that addressed it. That was very clever, very smart. It's also funny.
In that Drake, it's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got them attending your wake. Hey, how the gang got away from the bars, man, and shit.
I think I heard that.
Mistake, the Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. It's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got them attending your wake. Hey, how the gang.
That was hard. Okay. Obviously, the normal one is we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got them attending your wake. A wake is basically a funeral. The way he says it is attenuate, attending your wake, attenuate. Attenuate is like reducing the force, or like reducing the efficiency or the impact of something. So basically, when you kill your target, you're reducing the efficiency of that team. Also, they recruited their homies. That was dope. Listen to it again. The way he says attending your wake. Attending your wake. He says it like attenuate.
With me is the biggest mistake. The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. It's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got them attending your wake. Hey, how the gang got away from the bars, man, and shit like a prison escape. Everybody steppers were fucking and everybody.
That was a nice bar too. I hate how the game got away from bars. Basically, the hip hop game has always been about bars. Right now, like the music is like a lot of mumble shit. People don't really say a lot of substance. There's not a lot of like wordplay, or there's not a lot of like rhyme schemes or rhyme patterns or pocket switches. Nothing like that. It's just stupid ass dumb flows and like good beats. That's about it. So the game got away from bars, and then he says the shit is like a prison escape. A prison escape is literally you escaping, getting away from bars. You know, like you're escaping, you're leaving the prison. You get it, leaving a jail cell. Clever.
Hey, how the gang got away from the bars, man, and shit like a prison escape. Everybody steppers were fucking and everybody breakfast, and I'm about to clear up my plate. When I show up, it's
I don't know. Okay, so Big Steppers is like Kendrick Lamar shit, right? It says everybody steppers, well, fuck it. Then everybody breakfast, I'm about to clear up my plate. So basically, okay, what it means is everybody talks a lot of shit, you know, but then everybody ends up as my breakfast, like I eat them up. You know, that's what he's trying to say there. But then the Big Steppers is Kendrick Lamar shit. I don't know if it's a sneak diss. But then he also says, if I diss you, you know, it'll be like I ate you on your caller ID. He says that. So I don't know how to process this shit. You know, like I don't know. Like that bar was always like a little iffy for me. Iffy in the sense, like I don't know if he meant it for Kendrick or not.
When I show up, it's motion picture blockbuster. The goat with the golden pen, the top toucher, the spot rusher. Spray this whole shit up, the crop duster. Not Russia, but apply pressure to your cranium. Cold's automatic when aiming them. With the boy in the status of stadium.
Not Russia, but applying pressure to your cranium. Your cranium is your skull. Not Russia, your Ukraine. When he says Ukrainium, your cranium. Russia, Ukraine, you know the issue that's going on over there? Like, bro.
Nigga.
Hey, I'm about to.
Okay.
I'm about to.
I hate beat switches.
Yeah. I'm about to click out on this shit. I'm about to click. Whoa. I'm about to click out on this shit. I'm about to click. Whoa. I'm down to click out on you hoes and make a crime scene. I click the trigger on a stick like a high beam. And I would Bentley Will whip when I was 19. She called my number, leave her hanging. She got dry clean. She got an Android of messages.
Bro, okay. Apparently the girl called and he left her hanging, you know. As in, he didn't answer the call. She got dry clean. Dry cleaning is literally hanging your clothes out to dry. Stupid shit.
I dry clean. She got an Android of messages. It's lime green. I search one name and end up seeing 20 teens. Nadine, Christine, Justine, Kathleen, Charlene, Pauline, Claudine. Man, I pack them in this phone like some sardines. And they send me naked pictures. It's a
Okay, so he opens up his phone. He says he sees 20 things, right? Things, like it's a colloquial way of addressing the amount of women. I mean, they're like literally addressing women as things. You know, she's a pretty little thing. Some shit like that. They'll say that, right? I see 20 things and he names a bunch of girls, right? And then he says he packs them all in the phone like sardines. Sardines is like, you know, dry fish, right? It's fish. A lot of fish in the sea, but he doesn't have to go to the sea. He has them all packed in his phone. We get it, bro. We get it, bro. Relax.
Sardines, and they send me naked pictures. It's the small things. You niggas still taking pictures on a golf stream. My youngest richer than you rappers, and they all stream. I really hate that you've been selling them some.
For those of you who don't know, right, that he's saying he's way too rich. He's saying you people are still taking pictures with the Gulf Stream. He can say that because he owns a Boeing 747. Like, he actually owns a massive ass plane. So he's saying you're rich, but you're not me rich. Like, I'm too rich. It's the small things.
Richer than you rappers, and they all stream. I really hate that you've been selling them some false dreams. Man, if your pub was up for sale, I'd buy the whole thing. Will they ever give me flowers? Well, of course not. They don't wanna have that talk, cause it's a sore spot. They know the boy, the one they got a boycott. I told Jimmy Jam I use a Grammy as a doorstop. Girl, give me some hair because I need it. And if I fuck with you, then after I might eat it. Niggas talking about when this gon' be repeated. What the fuck, bro? I'm one away from Michael. Nigga, beat it. Nigga, beat it. What? 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 Beat it. What?
Bro, homie said he uses the Grammy as a doorstop. He has too many Grammys. Like he said, he has too many Grammys. He uses a Grammy as a doorstop. That's how irrelevant the Grammys are to him. And I think he recently like openly shaded them too, which I understand. I get it. Also, it was funny. He said she gives me head because I need it, and then if he really fucks with that girl, like, you know, he might eat it. Talking about pussy and shit. It's whatever, man. But you know, normal shit. And flexing, he's just flexing.
Don't even pay me back on none of the favors. I don't need it.
That was dope. That was a dope track. I've heard that before, but I never really did a bar breakdown to it, and I hope I've addressed most of the bars in there. If I missed anything, let me know. Leave it in the comments, all right? And if you guys want me to cover any artist, any type of music, you got to keep the request coming, and I got you, all right? It can be anything, anyone. I got you, all right? I hope you all enjoyed it. You let me know what did you think about that song? How did it make you feel? And what did you think about my reaction to this performance or my breakdown? And as usual, please join our Discord. Please follow me on other social media platforms. Like, comment, and subscribe, and share our content with your friends and family. And keep the requests coming. I'll see you guys in a little bit with another video. Until then, take care.